brew tube. Maybe a little loud in here. I might have to do this somewhere else, but a little cave here. I've probably already shown you, and I'll show you again on the way out. Kayaking today on Lake Superior. Just gonna find a spot to sit down and give you a little update on the brewing, but I don't know that this is the spot. I mean, it's gorgeous, don't get me wrong, but it's a little loud out here. I guess I'll go out on the lake where it's a little quieter. But all right, I'll be back in a minute or two or 30 or whatever it takes. Okay, a little calmer out here, a little quieter. In a minute I'll do the rest of the chatting while I spin around out here and show you where I'm at. And I'll give you a little update on the brewing this week. Just a minute here. Let's all right, turn this around and see if we can. We'll just let us float here in a minute. But that is not the cave. The cave I was in was a little one down there, because this one here is way bigger. It's kind of cool. In a few minutes, we'll probably have some video in this segment somewhere. There's a little water coming down, but there's a falls just around that point that I will certainly get to. But so where I'm at is off of Miners Beach, featured in Kid Rock video. Kayaking. It's good exercise. It's a beautiful day. There's a fishing boat out there coming back in from somewheres. Tell it's a fishing boat, one, because of its shape, and two, because of the seagulls around it, which you probably can't see in this video because he's quite a ways out there. So brewing, the rye IPA, like I said, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm not sure what changes I'm going to make to that beer. I'm going to probably get one more opinion of it, and then I'm going to sit on it for a bit and think. I'm, like I said, the one that's that the grist is ground, and so needs to test out that new mash tun. Hopefully tomorrow. Weather's not supposed to be so hot tomorrow. I'm going to brew tomorrow. It's going to be that Fug Nugget. Now, this rye IPA was meant to be, the only malt I really wanted you to catch was a little bit of rye, and the only thing beyond that, other than base malt, was a little bit of oats for head retention, and by a little bit I'm talking like 4 ounces, and a little bit of caramel 40 for color, but certainly not enough, to really impact the taste. I can't remember. I think it's a half a pound in a 14-15 pound grist. Maybe it's a pound. I'd have to go back and look, but regardless, the 40 is basically there just for a little bit of color, and that's what I got. There's not a ton of malt backbone to this beer, and she's pretty hoppy. I like it that way. That it was supposed to show you the Sriracha Ace hops. That's basically, it's the feature in this beer. That and a little bit of bite from the rye, which is there. I have to look up the Sriracha Ace, and I knew that it had some lemon notes, but there's another note in there that I have to believe comes from there, because the yeast in that one is USO5, so I really don't think I'm getting too much character from my yeast. And I just gave you the grain bill, more or less. You definitely, as it warms, you get a little bit of the rye bite, but there's another something right in the front, and right in the front is all hops. So there's something else that I'm getting from the Sriracha Ace. I like it. I just haven't been able to. I need a better palate than mine. I know whether I like it or not. I can't break down 36 different things that I taste. I taste good or bad, but or mediocre occasionally. But I like it. Probably going to brew it very similar the next time. I might tweak it a touch. I might give it a little backbone. I might, change some of my base to Maris Otter or something. I might give it a little backbone. Not a ton, but I don't know yet. We'll see. I got to stew on that. But the Fug Nugget is, I have no preconceived notion how the Fug Nugget's going to come out. I got one that's pretty pretty piney floral, and I got one that's pretty earthy. And I'm going to mix them throughout the process, not so much in the very beginning. I'm going to bitter mostly with the nugget, but all the other hop additions are going to include both, if I remember the way I programmed it. And so, because I kind of want to see how they contrast and how they show up. I'm hoping for complexity. Now, this one has some backbone in it, and it's got some stuff in the grain bill. It also includes a little bit of honey, not a lot. Honey malt, not honey. It's in there. I can't remember everything off the top of my head, and though I do have on my cloud. I live in a place in the world which you might guess here. Let's do one little spin around and we'll see where I'm at. This is where I'm at. I don't have real good cell signal here, so I'm pretty sure that I couldn't access my cloud if I was to hook up to Beersmith right now. Plus, I'd have to stop videoing, of course. But but that's okay. I don't know if you can see the bottom or not. From where I'm sitting, you can see the bottom like it looks like it's 6 inches down there, and that's probably 20 feet. This is Lake Superior, and this is awesome. This water right here, also awesome. If you're 50 feet from that shore, because there's always some stuff near shore, but if you're 50 feet from that shore and you're thirsty, you just take a drink of that, you'd be pretty good. And nice and cold. Refreshingly so, actually. Didn't film in that cave for two reasons. One was obviously if I used any of the audio from in that cave, a little wavy in that cave, a little loud. Plus a lot of dripping in that cave, which feels kind of good, not good for the phone. So we're not playing that game. Give you a little view of the cliffs here. I've always been enthralled by those trees that grow straight out of that freaking rock. It's tenacious is the best I can say. Back to beer. So yeah, the Fug Nugget's going to happen tomorrow is the plan. We'll see. I had on my cast last week, I drank one of my stouts, and I'm happy with it. The next stout I do, I'm going to fiddle with water chemistry and try to get it a little maltier. Based on the difference between the two, I think my water chemistry probably leans towards the hoppy beers. And sometime I'll do a video on just that. A guy at my homebrew club did some experiments and presented some research on just that, water chemistry and hoppy and malty beers. And it's not something that you're making your first extract you want to be concerned about. It's really just not that big a deal. You made 45, 50 all grains, you might not care. It's when you're at the point where you're really trying to get something out of a beer and you're not getting it. And I would say that that's the secret. Not even, I'd like to really make a malty beer, maybe I should do water chemistry. No, I've made the malty beer a couple of times and it's not quite where I want it. And I think I've tweaked the things that I needed to. What else is there to mess with? That's when I think you do water chemistry. This is going to be a long-ass video, isn't it? We'll have to see how much of this I use. But because I try to keep these short, I really do. But if you've watched any of them up to this point, you know that that's pretty much a lie. Last week was quick, but I didn't say anything. So there we go. And I do want to put a little bit of video at the end of this falls down here, although all of the scenic video, and you'll know by this point because it'll be some at the beginning, I will probably speed up and maybe I'll just do some quick shots of it as I go. But if you see the beach, well, now that I've floated out here a little bit, that beach over there, piece of that beach over there is the beach that Kid Rock was standing on when they shot that Born Free video. All right, I'm also not getting a lot of exercise whilst I'm chatting with you folks. Not that I don't love chatting with you folks, but the main reason for being out here on this beast of a lake is to get some exercise. And she is a beast. I love her dearly. She's a monster lake. But the minute you stop paying attention, she will reach up and smack the shit out of you. Like I said, I don't know how much of this I will use. I almost never include the clip where I say I don't know how much of this I'll use, because sometimes I use it all and sometimes I clip it out, but I almost never play the piece where I said I don't know that I'll use all of this. But so here we go. Ooh, there's some clouds on the horizon. That'd be Grand Island over there. That's enough of the tour. I'll probably, like I said, add some video at the end of this. I don't know whether I'll do another little piece with me to close it out. And so probably, you know, I'll do this piece with me. And I'm going to close it right here and do all of that, but I'm probably going to show some video past this. But anything past this point in the video will be nothing but, you know, pictures and or video from my kayak trip. So if all you wanted to know what's going on in the brewery, feel free to stop here. Cheers, everybody. 17. Have a great week brewing. Get out, see the world. Every now and then you got to get out of your beer cave. It's a fact of life. So, cheers. 17. And Lake Superior, 15 minutes later or so, and there's the fog rolling in. The system that was going to be here around 4 o'clock is obviously starting to show up. I'm not that far away. I'm not too concerned, really. I'm just letting you know that Lake Superior will change her mind in a hurry. And yeah, there's a little bit of chop now, not, you know, enough to bother the paddling even, but that can change in a hurry as well. So we're not going to chat for long. We're just going to get our ass in gear and get to the beach.